स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Respected Swami Atmapriyananji Maharaj, Nikhileshwarananji Maharaj, and other respected Swamis gathered here, and also my dear devotees. Swami Shuddhidananji, in his eloquent speech, spoke about the different aspects of Ramakrishna Bhavadhari. Very comprehensively, he has highlighted the different aspects of Ramakrishna Bhavadhari. And also next, Shantatmananji, though he spoke in Tamil, I could not follow much. He spoke about the Avatara Varishtha. What are the different ways Sri Ramakrishna descended, incarnated as a great avatara? What are his mission? What are his mission? These aspects, especially his capacity of shaping the destiny of others altogether, Kapala Mochana, that kind of power he had. So he has highlighted that point, and very nicely and impressively he spoke about Sri Ramakrishna's avatara. And next, Bodhamayananji, he spoke about Sri Ramakrishna as sweet. Everything, every aspect of Sri Ramakrishna was sweet. In his own sweet words, he spoke how Sri Ramakrishna was sweet in every respect. Madhuram, Adaram, Madhuram, Vachanam, Madhuram, like that, they speak, they praise Sri Krishna. Similarly, Sri Ramakrishna was also like that. Everything about him was Madhura. So that was his speech. And afterwards, Nikhileshwarananji, he also spoke about the Ramakrishna mission. Ramakrishna's mission is Ramakrishna mission itself. Sri Ramakrishna mission embodies all the ideals and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, what Sri Ramakrishna stood for. So that is why, in that way, Ramakrishna's mission is represented by the Ramakrishna mission itself. So that is very eloquently he spoke, very nicely, impressively he spoke about all these things. And lastly, Atmapriyananji, he also spoke in Tamil. I could not follow much, but I could make out how impressively, how influencingly he spoke. I could make out by looking at the face of all these people, audience. So he has very eloquently, very impressively spoke about Sri Ramakrishna. Now I will speak something about Sri Ramakrishna myself. Sri Ramakrishna's mission, according to all others, great scholars also, to show what is true religion is. That is most important. What is true religion? People generally understand religion to me going to some temples, churches, etc., and observing certain rituals, and going to observe certain festivities, etc., once in a while. For most of the people, religion means that only. It has got a higher dimension, spiritual dimension. That aspect is almost forgotten. So that is why Sri Ramakrishna came to show what is true religion by living it, practicing it himself, experiencing it, experiencing the different aspect of religion, living the different aspect of religion. He was a comprehensively practiced all the religious aspects, all the aspects of religion. He was a, you can say, he was an embodiment of comprehensive religion. Not only experiencing all the experiences spoken of in the scriptures, not only practicing all the sadhanas spoken of in the scriptures, he has practiced, he has followed even the secondary details of religion. What Sri Ramakrishna says, what Swami Vivekananda says, temple, churches, books, festivals, rituals, all these things. He says it's all secondary details. Sri Ramakrishna gave importance to that also. He practiced it, followed it. To the extent of following certain superstitions, religious superstitions. He went to that extent also. So he has infused the spirituality to different aspects of religion. Even secondary details also is important. Only thing is we have to follow it with the spiritual ideal behind it. That's what Sri Ramakrishna wanted to show. Spiritualizing everything. Spiritualizing the whole aspect, all the aspect of religion. That is Sri Ramakrishna's mission. Pratap Chandra Madhuvara, he spoke about the influence of Sri Ramakrishna on Brahmo Samaj. He says, did we understood what religion was before we saw him? Saw him is Sri Ramakrishna. We merely played the bully, simply talking about religion and all that. That's all. We merely played the bully. We have understood what a real religious life is after seeing him, after associating with him, after listening to his talk. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna's main mission was, to clear what is real religion is. As Swami Vivekananda defines it, religion is realization. Religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. So we have to, divinity is there within us, that God consciousness is there within us, we have to manifest that one. We have to realize that one. That was Sri Ramakrishna's vision. That is how he showed what is true religion is. And Sri Ramakrishna, for Sri Ramakrishna, everything is an experience. Swami Vivekananda says, if God is there, he must be realized. If the self is there, soul is there, it must be experienced. Mere belief will not do. Mere believer has got only jellyfish existence, he says. He says, the atheist is better than mere believer, because atheist is more serious about the reality. So that is why Sri Ramakrishna wanted to show to the people what is true religion is. Religion means ultimately to spiritual evolution, spiritual realization, knowing our own real spiritual nature. That is why Sri Ramakrishna gave so much of importance to experience. For him, Sri Ramakrishna, everything is an experience. Whole life is an experience. He experienced life, lived life fully. For example, for us, we don't give so much of importance to experience. We mechanically, our life goes on. Just take for example, Sri Ramakrishna, when he was a boy, he was walking in the field and saw a beautiful natural scenery, white cranes flying at a backdrop of dark cloud. It was so beautiful, so charming. Immediately when he saw, he enjoyed it fully. He focused all his attention on that, and because of that he went into ecstasy. Just imagine if you were to think that what kind of birds they are, what species they belong to, what is this cloud, what category it belongs to, these clouds belong to. All these things, if you were to go on thinking about that one, you could not enter into the ecstatic mode at all. Never. What we do, normally, whenever we see something, hear something, we cover it with our own thinking. We will cover it with our own thinking. Because of that, we don't really enjoy it. There is a very nice anecdote related to Buddha. Buddha once strolling in a beautiful flower garden and with his disciples, and there was a very beautiful flower blooming, and he asked the disciples to look at it. So nicely, so beautiful it is. And one disciple saw it closely and composed a very beautiful poem on the flower. Another disciple saw it and a essay, beautiful essay he wrote on that flower. His own close disciple, Sariputta, he looked at it, stood still, smiling at it, just smiling at it. And Buddha remarked, you are the one who really saw the flower, enjoyed the flower. This is how the experience is like that. When the children, small children, you must have observed, small babies, how intently look at persons and things and all that, intently, with full attention, as if they are going to swallow it through their eyes. So intently they look at it. But as we grow, we lose that capacity of experiencing things. We vacantly look at things, and mechanically we go through the life without enjoying the life at all. Sri Ramakrishna was not like that. He used to enjoy everything. Even taking food also he used to enjoy. That is very interesting. Taking food also. Once he went to Kamarpur and the Lakshmi was cooking, and there was one masala was missing, and she remarked, so no problem, without that masala you can prepare the dish. And Sri Ramakrishna overheard it. No, it's not possible. I have all the way from Dakshineshwara, I came here to Kamarpur to enjoy the dish. You have to bring that masala if it is not there and cook it. So that is how he used to enjoy it. Enjoy. That's not that he was, attached to the sense enjoyment and all that. And he used to remark about Jadumalli. Jadumalli takes food, if it is salt is not there, if it is more also he won't make out at all, because his mind is not there at all, somewhere else. So that is how our life goes on, without any self-awareness. We normally go on thinking, covering everything by our own thought. For example, people enjoy the beautiful natural sceneries. They don't really enjoy it. They are engaged in taking the photos, slapping, then selfies, taking the selfies and all that. They really don't enjoy it, the natural surroundings at all. So we must have that capacity to enjoy, to enjoy God, to experience God. What we have to do? We have to go beyond all concept of God. All about thinking about God. Then only the God, the reality is revealed. You have to approach God, you have to approach yourself as an ignorant child. That's why in Bible also, Jesus Christ says, unless you become a child, you never enter into the kingdom of God. You have to become a child. That means, like a child, you must be completely ignorant of things. That is, after learning so many things, studying so many things, you must arrive at a particular state of mind that I do not know anything. It is called learned ignorance. Learned ignorance is the end of philosophy and the beginning of religion. Told Hamilton, it is quoted in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna by Narayan himself. So that kind of state you have to attain. So that is why sometimes we can say, it is not a knowledge that leads to light, it is ignorance that leads to light. That ignorance is not an ordinary ignorance, it is ignorance, learned ignorance. We must reach that state. All the great personalities, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, Buddha, all these people approach reality through this method only, without knowing anything about God. That is why one Buddhist monk very nicely remarked, the truth is ready to reveal itself, provided you are ready to give up your opinion about the truth. When you are able to give up that one, our own concept of God, then God will reveal. That is very important point. So Sri Ramakrishna did not want to speak anything about God, nature of the God, it is beyond our expression. But normally we go on talking about God, talking about yourself, thinking of when we sit for meditation and think of God also, we go on so many superimpose so many attributes on God, on self and all that. Because of that, the God or self is not revealed to us. You have to go beyond all concept of God. That's what Sri Ramakrishna's mission, to show that is the Sri Ramakrishna's mission, how to approach God. So, nowadays also in the West, this kind of trend is coming, it seems. Religions must be experience oriented, because Western people are all result oriented. They are utilitarians, pragmatists. If they don't get anything, they simply give it up. That tendency. Third, that is why they want the religion of experience. They must get something. They must feel it something. Some transformation must take place. Then only religion is true for them. So that is why this experiential aspect of religion is highly emphasized by Sri Ramakrishna. That is one of the most important points to be noted in Sri Ramakrishna's life. Everything was an experience. He used to observe keenly everything, wherever he goes, wherever he sees certain things, wherever he hears certain things, unless he is in samadhi. So that is Sri Ramakrishna's vision in life. So at the end, I will read out what Swami Vivekananda speaks about Sri Ramakrishna's message to the modern world. Do not care for doctrines. Do not care for dogmas or sects or churches or temples. They count for little compared with the essence of existence in each man, which is spirituality. And the more this is developed in a man, the more powerful is he for good. Earn that first, acquire that, and criticize no one. For all doctrines and creeds have some good in them. Show by your lives that religion does not mean words or names or sects, but that it means spiritual realization. Only those can understand who have felt. Only those who have attained to spirituality can communicate it to others, can be great teachers of the mankind. They alone are the powers of light. Sri Ramakrishna was one such great power of light, shedding light to all the different aspects of life as well as different aspects of religion. With these few words, thanking the authority here for giving me the chance of coming here and speaking few words to you. Thank you all. Namaste.